Now, the founding executive director, African Center for Leadership, Strategy and Development, also known as Center LSD, Dr. Otive Igbuzor, has attributed the lingering socio-economic challenges bedeviling the country to the poor application of ideas that can drive socio-economic growth and development in the country. Speaking at the annual Optimism lecture to mark his 61st birthday on Thursday in Nigeria's capital Abuja, Dr. Otive stressed the need for the government and relevant stakeholders to put humanity at the forefront of policy making, programs and projects to enable it forge a secure, socially inclusive and stable society. Nigeria has oftentimes been described as one of Africa's largest economies due to its huge reserve of mineral deposits and arable land for agricultural activities. For a country with an estimated population of over 200 million and about 70% of them under 30, the size and youthfulness of the population offer great potential to expand Nigeria's capacity as the regional economic hub of Africa and globally. Unfortunately, the country has failed to develop its rich endowment of human and mineral resources for the much-needed economic growth and development as it continues to grapple with serious social, economic and security challenges. Speaking at an annual lecture to mark his 61st birthday celebration, the founding executive director, African Center for Leadership, Strategy and Development, Dr. Otive Igbuzor, said Nigeria today has failed to attain the much-needed socio-economic progress and sustained growth, largely due to a poor utilization of good ideas that can set her on course for development. Igbuzor stressed the need for government and relevant stakeholders to put humanity at the forefront of policies, programs and projects for a more secure, socially inclusive and stable society.
The message both for government and citizens is that it's ideas that rule society. Part of the problems, how can we have oil? We have, many years we can't build refineries. What does it take to build refineries? We have money. Money has been coming into the country. So it's for both government and citizens to know that it's ideas that rule society. We must look for good ideas to rule Nigeria. We must look for people with the ideas. We must adopt the ideas. We must use the ideas. And for people who want to destroy the country, we must use ideas to destroy them.
One of the reasons why we have challenges is because leaders are not showing enough compassion, for their followers, enough love, enough humaneness for their followers. If a leader is humane, is generous, is kind, the leader will not make policies that will negatively affect the people. Otivism is an ideology that is built on humaneness, on this generosity, on this friendliness, on empathy, not just sympathy.
Otive has proposed a lot of ideology on how to solve the greatest or wicked problem of development. And I think that the Nigerian state needs Otive now beyond more than any other time to help take Nigeria from this very moment into an Eldorado state. And I think that we can get it done.
Family, friends and associates had earlier taken turns to shower tributes and encomiums on the celebrant for a life of dedication to service of humanity.
Otivism as an ideology is practicable. If you listen to the lecture, you see that the lecturer was talking about 12 pillars. And one of them is humanism. My husband is completely humane. He's compassionate. He's self-sacrificing. I've always been a giver, but my husband makes me give more than I would normally give. He's that kind of person. And especially where he sees potential. He wants to support it and nurture it, until you become something, until you stand on your own.
If you look at Africa, like Chinua Achebe rightly pointed out, there's nothing wrong in the vegetations of Nigeria. There's nothing wrong in the land of Nigeria. There's nothing wrong in the human beings that are in Nigeria. But the problem really is the failure of leadership. And then is somebody, even with this recognition, he doesn't want to leave it at the level of lamentation. And so he came up with an idea. If we know that leadership is a problem, what are we going to do to change it? So the idea of the Center LSD Leadership School came in. Those are some of the legacies we have learned from Dr. Otive, and I think that the more the society in Nigeria needs him. And I think that if you have this crop of people in governance, things will turn around for this country.
Dr. Otive is a consummate man, if you know what that means. Balanced in all aspects. You know, there are people who are not balanced. They are excellent activists, but they are bad family people. But he's balanced.
Highlights of the event was goodwill messages, a panel discussion, among others.